First thing I want to acknowledge is the fact that I've had both parents my entire life. I ain't grow up with a single mother on drugs. I mean, yeah, we was in the hood, but I knew the difference between wrong and right. When faced with a threatening situation, psychologically, you had three options: freeze, fight, or flight. So when my childhood trauma shows up to my doorsteps, I choose to fight. Round one, pops. You taught me to look a man in his eyes when speaking and have a firm grip when shaking another man's hand. Stand tall, hold your head up, and if you want to do something, never waver from your plan. Now I always took heed to the words you was preaching, but based on your actions, I could never understand. Because everything you was telling me to do, you wasn't even epitomizing as a man, and I'm just saying. You taught me how to lie. You the one that introduced me to deceit. See, not only was you cheating on my mama, you did that scandalous shit with me. And on top of that, you said, son, I need you to keep this discreet. When your mama asked where you was at, say we was at your uncle's house and you saw me laying on the couch sleep. Now that's deep. You saw that I was short, chubby, and not too fast. But you pushed me to be an athlete when I was the smartest and most artistic student in my class. You pushed me to get a job, then looked over the fact that I was a hustler and knew how to get my own bag. You told me to work hard for the things that I want, but I saw you work hard, never calling off, still never having any extra cash, and that shit was always sad. And I never knew how to value my mother because you never valued my mother. I don't think in my entire life I ever heard you tell her I love her. So what I do, go from lover to lover, no sense of commitment, just one after another. Low key, I was kinda a sucker because I was lying, telling every woman I love her. And deep down inside, I knew that I could never cuff her. I knew that I would never trust her. And it was all rooted in the fact that I never saw you cherish my mother. But I digress from all that. Let's talk about how you lost me to the streets. See, once that fear for you was gone, it was no respect, and you washed your hands with me. And that shit cut me deep. You told me to go figure it out on my own. Now I'm in the streets, searching for the love and affection that I was craving from home. And now I'm doing wrong. I'm waist deep in the trenches. And even though I was only a young teen, ain't no rules in the concrete jungle. In the eyes of the lions, tigers, bears, snakes, and the wild pigs, I was grown. And without the love and the support from my father, I was all alone. But I made a way. I made a name for myself. All the fights and all the shootouts, all the pain that I felt. I got jumped, I got robbed, got finesse, trying to flex. All them battles, all them scars, I still win on my flesh. I still battle with depression and anxiety and stress, but the streets ain't beat me. I survived. I'm blessed. So I forgive you for all your transgressions and I accept all your apologies. Because, Pops, at the end of the day, I just always wanted you to be proud of me. You gave me a strong foundation, even though yours was weak. You ain't never have a father, so you was just being the best that you can be. And even though we clashed and we fought for years, I know you only wanted the best for me. I'm your junior. And even though I had to beat your ass, you learned to appreciate that you raised it strong. And even though I had to beat your ass, you've learned to appreciate that you raised a man strong enough to hold you accountable and tell you all the ways that I can get better. And I appreciate the fact that the only reason I could talk about all the things you did wrong was because your first choice was right. You said, I ain't have a daddy, so I'm gonna make sure I be in your life. And you did that. I love you, Pops. I beat the streets. Now I'm living in peace. I'm a father. It's beautiful because I got to learn from not only my mistakes, but yours. So your grandson, Ronald Christopher Lee III, will be great. I call him Trey because third time's the charm.